But dear, welcome to Emizari News. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening to us from. If this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to hit that subscription button. Just hit it fast, fast, fast. That's the first thing. And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever we drop our news, you will be the first. I will collect them while listening to the news proper.
They are all under attack. T.Y. Danjuma, his village is under attack. All of them are today under attack. And for that reason, I want to bring a video to support this State of the Nation broadcast. And I want you to listen to this.
Obasanjo is selling a Peter Obi, quote and unquote. The reason as follows. I'm even surprised that Obasanjo is doing this. I think he is trying to pull a wool on the face of all Igbos. Because just read his book, My Command. Read it cover to cover. Inside the book, he was so proud to own up to the entire role he played in decimating the military of Biafra, in cowing them into submission, in annihilating them, in defeating them. He took over the entire credit of the fail of Biafra agitation that led to the civil war. Not only that, after the war, it was unilaterally agreed, internationally and locally, that there should be reconstruction, reconciliation, rehabilitation. Nobody was reconciled. Igbos were not reconciled. They are still agitating. Nothing was reconstructed. They are still facing dirge of infrastructure. Nobody was reconciled. And Obasanjo was there. He had an opportunity to reconstruct, rehabilitate, to reconcile. Rather than doing that, he left them in full of their blood. I'm therefore shocked that Igbos are now swallowing Obasanjo's trading, hook, line, and sinker. When documented history is there, gazetted, the role he played in leading Igbos to what they were then, 20, 30, 40 years back.
Okay.
Luckily for them, they are beginning to recover. Therefore, it's surprising that he's selling Obi, and Obi is believing him in spite of documented history of the crime he committed against the entire Igbo nation. Maybe he has meditated, maybe he has prayed over, maybe he is lamenting, and he wants to correct the wrongs. The answer is better left to Obasanjo.
Okay, a very interesting perspective you've got.
I command.
Now, my fellow Biafrans, as you can listen to that man said Obasanjo committed crime against the Igbos by killing Igbos during the Biafra War. Do you see that? After they have killed the Igbos, the Biafra people, and Obasanjo was boasting in his book, and today it was no longer Nigeria. They have now shifted the killings of the Biafra people to one individual who boasted of participating in the killing of Biafra people. I want to make it very clear that Obasanjo killing of the Igbos was not Obasanjo. Obasanjo was working under Nigeria. Obasanjo was killing Igbo in the name of Nigeria. Obasanjo did not kill the Ndi Igbo in the name of Obasanjo family. So when the Fulani have continued and they have finished using these people to kill their own people, they will turn around and blame it on them. They will turn around and tell them to take the responsibility. They will turn around and expect the person to apologize. Today, when they are now using Hope Uzodinma to kill Igbo people in Imo State, he thinks he is serving Nigeria. When they are using Omahi to kill our people in Ebonyi State, Omahi will think he is serving Nigeria. When they use Peter Obi to kill Mossad people and throw their body in Isu River, he thought he was serving Nigeria. When they are using Ikpazu to kill people in Abia State, he thought he was serving Nigeria. When Wike was killing in Obibo, they say you are serving Nigeria. But when they finish serving this Nigeria and they left office as governors, the nemesis will come to them. When they will run to North, North will tell them, go and apologize, you killed your people. Today, Obasanjo fought like a man, according to them, in the Nigerian army to fight against Biafra. Look at what the Fulanis are doing. They are telling Obasanjo, you killed Biafrans. You need to go and apologize. You killed Biafrans in the war. You did this to Biafra. You did that to Biafra. Soludo is doing the same thing today. We have been calling Soludo to order. He refused to listen. Now Soludo is going to be killing ESN, thinking he is serving Nigerian government. Obaru is under fire. Our men and youth are being killed. The worst is that those people that are being killed are not even members of the Eastern Security Network. They just kill every young man. And Soludo will also open his mouth and say he is serving Nigeria. I want to play the video again. Because by the time the nemesis you come to you, the Nigeria will deny you. Just like they are now denying Obasanjo, they are going to deny you. And by then, you will have us to deal with. Now, listen to him.
He read it cover to cover. Inside the book, he was so proud to own up to the entire role he played in decimating the military of Biafra, in cowing them into submission, in annihilating them, in defeating them. He took over the entire credit of the fail of Biafra agitation that led to the civil war. Not only that, after the war, it was unilaterally agreed, internationally and locally, that there should be reconstruction, reconciliation, rehabilitation. Nobody was reconciled. Igbos were not reconciled. They are still agitated. Nothing was reconstructed. They are still facing dirge of infrastructure. Nobody was reconciled. And Obasanjo was there. He had an opportunity to reconstruct, rehabilitate, to reconcile. Rather than doing that, he left them in full of their blood. I'm therefore shocked that Igbos are now swallowing Obasanjo's trading, hook, line, and sinker. When documented history is there, gazetted, the role he played.
We are not swallowing Obasanjo. We are not swallowing Obasanjo. We are not going to swallow what Obasanjo did. It is not Obasanjo, it is Nigeria. And every other person that were involved. Our grievances is against Nigeria, not against the people that work for them. Of course, against the people that work for them is secondary. So our grievances is against Nigeria. But what the Fulanis want to do is that Obasanjo have come. He participated in the war. So for that reason, Obasanjo should now, after killing Nnamdi, after boasting of how he fought Nigeria for Nigeria, the Fulani are now pushing the blame of the Biafra war to a person like Obasanjo. That is the result of what Nigeria will do to you. And today, every single governor in Biafra land have not learned lesson because they don't do research. They don't listen to us. The state of this nation is going to be different because it is not just about speech alone. I'm going to give you a speech and I'm going to do something different. Tell the Fulanis that this particular movement to restore Biafra, we are not holding individual responsible yet. We are holding the Nigeria state. Nigeria state is our enemy. And Nigeria state will continue to be our enemy until we bring the Nigeria state down. And it is going to happen next year. We are fighting against the Nigeria state. Those people that the Nigeria state are using to kill us now, we are going to deal with them by the time we finish with the Nigeria state. So, but this is example of what is happened to all of you. Because by the time you will run to them, when we come to you, you will run to them, they will tell you to go away. We don't know you. You killed your people. You killed your people. Have you apologized to your people? Have you apologized to the blood you shed? But now, some of them are shedding the blood of our people. Soludo is killing our people. And he thinks he's defending Nigeria. He thinks that Nigeria is going to applaud him. By the time we will come, Nigeria will disown you. I want you to listen.
In leading Igbos to what they were then 20, 30, 40 years back.
Okay.
Luckily for them, they are beginning to recover. Therefore, it's surprising that he's selling Obi, and Obi is believing him in spite of the documented history of the crime he committed against the entire Igbo nation. Maybe he has meditated, maybe he has prayed over,
are you hearing
maybe
that?
he is lamenting, and he wants to correct the wrongs. The answer is better left to Obasanjo.
Okay, very interesting perspective you've got there, and there's always room for repentance, I must say. And who wouldn't even want the former president's support? Because we've seen that almost every person who wants to be president since 2007 has always sought for the support of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. But I want to ask you now,
Not anymore.
what exactly is wrong with Obasanjo seeking the support of the North for Peter Obi? Isn't Peter Obi Nigerian enough to deserve such a support?
Let me say for the uptake time that under the Nigerian constitution and all operational laws, there is nothing wrong when an Obasanjo canvassing support for any candidate of his choice. There is nothing wrong with an Obi aspiring to become the president of Nigeria. But then there should be a parameter, a yardstick, and a measurement of assessing whether these people are what they said they are, and they are competent enough, and they have the good conscience to sell and to promote. Let us go to Obasanjo. If Obasanjo is coming to the North to seek for a partnership, to sell a candidate, to aspire to promote, protect, and project an Obi, there are relevant questions that we need to ask him. Under Obasanjo, he destroyed the entire economy of the North. Today, nobody can convince any Northerner. The consolidation of the banks, which saw the total
I want you to listen to what this man is saying. How Obasanjo destroyed the economy of the North. He didn't say Obasanjo destroyed the economy of Nigeria. He didn't say Obasanjo destroyed the economy of the country. He said Obasanjo destroyed the economy of the North, and they will never forgive him. That is to show you that Nigeria is not one. Yet, some of you are drawing us backward with your ignorance. This man said Obasanjo destroyed the economy of the North. He did not say Obasanjo destroyed the economy of Nigeria. I want you to understand that when you don't know your problem, you can never solve it. We, the Biafra agitators, have identified our problem since 1967. We have picked it up from where it stopped, and we are going to go further. I want you to continue.
extinction of all commercial banks of northern origin, because we could not raise the money, because we don't have those type of money to sustain a bank of 25 billion naira then, was done deliberately by Obasanjo to bring the North to its own knees.
Is it the same
Innocent
North?
military officers
Is it the same note? Sorry to intervene there. Is it the same note that Atiku Abubakar was vice president in that government and had a lot of senators, a lot of federal ministers, and all of that?
Under the Nigerian constitution, a vice president is just an appendix. He lives and survives at the mercy of the president. Till today, until that section of the constitution is reviewed, is amended, is varied, I don't envy anybody becoming a vice president. So stop talking about an Atiku.
You see, that was not a problem. You know the issue of Atiku. He don't want nobody to talk about Atiku. He said the issue is not Atiku. But everybody knows what Atiku played, the role Atiku played, and how Atiku and Obasanjo was on loggerhead. When you want to talk about their own, they protect the person, irrespective of their differences. Our own is that they will use you to kill the people that will protect you and turn around and finish you. I will not end this broadcast without remembering the great men, commanders of this particular Biafra war that we are remembering today. In the name of the blessed memory of Odumegwu Ojukwu, Philip Effiong, Albert Okonkwo, Victor Banjo, Ugogu Kalu, Joseph Achuzie, Colonel Achuzie, Timothy Onwatuegu, Humphrey Chukwuka, and then all the other foreign mercenaries that I've mentioned earlier. May they continue to rest and let their spirit continue to fight, because we have not concluded this fight that started. We are going to finish it. Believe me, we are going to finish it. Now, coming to why this thing must end next year, because delay is dangerous. I want you all to listen to this.
Go when somebody from the east was president. A Biafran was president. Do you forget? Jonathan was a Biafran. Bayelsa was within Biafra. Am I right? Is that debatable? Biafrans have ruled this country in name of good luck Ebele Jonathan. Does he deny that? So, when the Biafrans had power, what did Biafra do with the power, brother? Within the time the Biafrans had power, Okonjo-Iweala was Minister for Finance.
Was that a lie?
De facto Prime Minister.
Was that a lie?
Naji was Minister for Power.
Was that a lie?
Denzani Madueke was Minister for Petroleum.
Was that a lie?
From there to Nebo.
Was that a lie?
Aviation belonged to, what's her name? Odua.
Was that a lie?
Stella Odua. Ike Kuremadu was Deputy Senate President.
Was that a lie?
Ihedioha was Deputy Speaker.
Was it a
You want
lie?
to continue? Hope Uzodinma was Chairman on Aviation.
Was it a lie?
The Chairman on Works was Ayogeze, Senate.
Was
The
it a
Chairman
lie?
of Federal House was Obuefi Ozombachi, Federal House.
Was it a lie?
Chairman of Works, Senate, Biafra.
Was it a lie?
Chairman of Works, Federal House, Biafra.
Was it a lie?
Are you there with me? The two deputies in the two houses who were in charge of constituency projects, Biafrans.
Was it a lie?
Am I done? The person who was in charge in amending the constitution, Biafra.
Was it a lie?
The person who was in charge in the federal house in amending the constitution, in Hedioha, Biafra.
Was it a lie?
And he couldn't amend the constitution
He
to
couldn't.
create the additional state that you were complaining about.
He couldn't. Nobody could.
And he spent 10 billion naira in the process.
Was it a lie?
Are you with me? So if Nnamdi Kanu here sees this evidence and wants to continue to...
You see, the reason why I played the video is for you to understand that all the people and the position this man mentioned was a fact. The only difference is that Goodluck is not an Igbo man, but he is a Biafran. So all the position he mentioned from Okonjo-Iweala down to the last person, they are all Igbos. Did they make any difference? The answer is no. Because the Nigeria is structured to fail. That is why some of you, when you listen to this, what this man said, which is not even, everybody knows, his knowledge of everybody. You think that now Peter Obi will go and do something different. When we have the Minister of Finance, when we have the Minister of Aviation, when we have the minister everywhere, they could not do anything because the country has been caged. That not even 1 million of people can change it. That is why we are going to end it in 2023. And even our own was the chief of staff, General Ejirika. He fought Boko Haram, he bombarded them. Yet, the effect is not seen anywhere. So that is the reason why everybody must put hands together, financially and otherwise, to end this war. And let us fight it once and for all. And let me tell you today that the people that killed Biafrans in 1967, they will not repeat it again. Never will they try such mistake. Is it this Obasanjo that have now known what Nigeria have done? After killing Biafran, they are not blaming him. They say, you killed Biafra. You have to apologize to Biafra. But he killed Biafra on behalf of Nigeria. And let me tell you, it is not only Obasanjo. Gowon killed. Tiwa Danjuma killed. This Buhari killed. Buhari even bragged about it. Buhari own is that it becomes a global thing to the extent that Twitter suspended his account. But did you see this man talk about it? The answer is no. Because when they have the opportunity to do it again, they are going to do it. So we are calling on Biafrans today. As we remember the day that the Biafra War and the Nigeria War was declared, the 6th day of July, 1967. Today, we are still in this war. Only that it is going to be fought differently. We're going to fight it with brain and with guns and bullets. I want to tell you that Abuja, which is the capital city of Nigeria, has been under attack. But nobody cares. Nobody wants to hold the people and arrest the people, the terrorists.